Assalamu alaikum, welcome to lesson number 9 of Mukhtasar Qudoori. Alright, so let's explain these words then. So laysa, this is from kana wa akhawatuha, the akhawat of kana, sisters of kana, and ala, it means upon. Right, let me just make this pen a little smaller. Upon, ala, it means al-mar'a, it means a woman. An, harf nasib, nasiba. Tanqud, naqada, yanqudu. This is a verb. Okay, this is from naqada, yanqudu, nasara, yansuru. And it means to open or to break. Dhafa'ir, this is the plural of a dhafira, which means a plait, hair plaits, dhafira. And the ha, okay, it's a pronoun dhamir, which goes back to al-mar'a. Okay, there. Fi, it means in. Ghusl, we've done this before, remember the dhamma, it means to bathe. And then we have idha, which is shart, which means when, it's a condition. Idha balagha, this is past tense. Okay, balagha yablughu, again nasara yansuru. Balagha yablughu, past tense, verb. Al-ma, it means water. Usul is the plural of asal, which means root. Okay, root. And sha'r, the fatha on the sheen, means hair. Now don't get this mixed up with shi'r with a kasra underneath, which means poetry. Okay, so that's the explanation of the words. Let's look at the Arabic grammar now. Right, so let's look at the Arabic grammar side of it. So laysa, okay, remember the rule for laysa, it follows kana, so therefore the ism will be made marfu, rafa, and the khabar will be made mansub, okay, or nasab, right, mansub or nasab, rafa and mansub, nasab. Okay, so we're going to be identifying what's the ism here and what the khabar is. Ala, this is harf al-jar, gives mar'a kasra. An, this is harf al-nasiba, so therefore it's going to give a fatha. Nasiba means that it gives a fatha to the verb after it. And the fa'il, right, of tanqud, ta, mu'annath, this is mu'annath, it actually goes back to mar'a. So the mar'a here, okay, her, she, the fa'il is the here that goes back to al-mar'a. So that, therefore, dhafa'ir, raha, fatha, because this is maf'ul bihi. In other words, what is being opened? What is the woman opening? Her plaits. So therefore, ha, this ha over here, this goes back to mar'a. Okay, the pronoun goes back to mar'a, woman. Okay, fi, harf al-jar, gives the ghusl kasra. Idha, this is harf al-shart, and the shart requires a jaza, which we'll talk about in a bit. Balagha is a fi'l madhi, past tense, he and or it, and the fa'il of it is actually here, the ma. Okay, that's the fa'il of it. We have balagha, so the water and the reaches. What reaches? The water reaches. Where does it reach? This is the maf'ul bihi. This is why it has a fatha, and it only has one fatha, notice, because this is the mudaf. Okay, this is the mudaf, hence the word after it is going to be mudaf ilayhi, and so we give it kasra, usula sha'ari, and it's fatha. Why? Because it's a maf'ul bihi of balagha. So that's the breakdown of the words. Let's look at the ism and the khabar of laysa. What's the ism of laysa? The ism of laysa, interestingly enough, is actually all of this. An tanquda dafa'iraha fil ghusli. All of that is the ism of laysa, and the khabar of laysa is actually al-mar'a, upon the woman. Okay, so an tanquda dafa'iraha fil ghusli, laysa al-mar'a, upon the woman. And now how does the rest of it work? So إذا بلغ الماء أصول الشعر, all of this is considered to be the shart, or write in Arabic, the shart, and its jaza is actually all of this. So in other words, you would read it like this normally: either when water reaches the roots of the hair, it is not upon a woman to open her plaits. Okay, so this is basically the grammar breakdown. And let's look at the meanings and the lessons that we can take from this text. Right, so if you look at what Imam Qudoori wants to say here, Imam Qudoori rahimahullah is talking about issue of bathing, taking a bath, and more specifically with regards to a woman's hair. In other words, we know that a person must, wash the entire body. Okay, the question is, what about the woman's hair? Okay, what about hair of woman? So this is an issue which the fuqaha raised, and they found narrations where the woman was exempted from opening her plaits when taking a bath, so long as water reached the usul, the roots of the hair. Now let me demonstrate. Okay, so here is plaits of woman, and as you can see, it sometimes can become very difficult to get water inside of them. So the Sharia, or the Islamic law, has permitted that a woman doesn't have to open her plaits so long as the water reaches the roots. So if you imagine, okay, this to be, okay, the head, right? This is a bit of a funny head, and this is the hair, okay, the head, right? So this hair, as long as for the woman, as long as the water can actually reach to the roots of the hair, in other words the scalp, as long as water can get to the scalp, then a woman does not have to open her plaits when taking a bath. That's basically what Imam Qudoori wants to explain here. Right, there's just one more thing that I want to mention here, which is ala. When we translate this ala upon the woman, it's not upon the woman. What does it mean, it's not upon the woman? What is understood from that is it's not necessary, or we say it's not wajiban or fardan upon a woman. Now this word ala, okay, is usually used by the fuqaha to give the meaning of obligation, okay, something which is obligatory. So this is going to come quite a bit in Qudoori, so as long as you're aware of it, then it becomes very easy to understand the text. So here it's not upon a woman, in other words it's not necessary upon a woman to open her plaits in bathing when the water reaches the roots. Jazakumullah khair.